So a quick note on what we mean by the expected mean. The notation would be is given as this, and this is not the theoretical or actual mean, but the mean that we would expect to get after n number of throws. What I've done here is I've just drawn out the probability distribution table from the previous question. And then I've drawn a frequency table just here. So these are the values that you would expect to get given these probabilities right here. And I've done this for throwing the dice 6 times, throwing the die 24 times, and then throwing it 600 times. And along the top are my possible observed values. So that was with the score and the die squared -1. So what would I expect to get? If I threw it 6 times, then I would expect the score to be, I would expect to get the 0 3 times, I would expect to score a 3 once, I would expect to score a 15 once, and I would expect to score a 24 once if we threw this die 6 times. If I threw the die 24 times, I would expect the following. I would expect to score a 0 12 times, a 3 4 times, a 15 4 times, 24 also 4 times. And if I threw the die 600 times, I would expect to get the following. Now let's say I did throw this die 600 times. What would be the mean score? Well, the mean score, let's just say the mean score after I roll this die 600 times. Well, that's going to be the total score, all added up, divided by 600. So I'd have 0 times 300, plus 3 occurred 100 times, a score of 15 occurred 100 times, a score of 24 also occurred 100 times. And that's divided then by the total number of times I threw the die, which was 600. Now, if I tidy that up, what I end up with is this. 0 times 1 over 6, so 1 over 2 rather, and then, because it's 300 over 600, and then I'm going to have 3 times 100 over 600, which is 1 over 6, plus 15 times 100 over 600, which is 1 over 6, plus 24 times 100 over 600, which is 1 over 6. And when you look at that, what you can see is this is my observed value, and this is the probability of that observed value occurring. Observed value and the probability of it occurring, and so on and so on. Observed value, probability of it occurring. And I'm adding all of those things up. So we can say, therefore, that the expected mean is given as the sum of my observed value multiplied by the probability of that thing happening. And that is the formula that we use to calculate the expected mean. Okay.